Real World by meme.com. An extremely dark fic about Pokemon and what it would be like if it had lost its innocence. Strong language, unappropriate material.
Yeah.
Unappropriate.
Don't
read this if you don't want to be depressed or disgusted. So far, none of these stories really have anything to do with Pokemon.
No, absolutely none.
Nothing at all.
There hasn't been a single trainer battle.
I expected most of these to be like slash fic between various Pokemon.
Yeah, I haven't found like a lot like that. Yeah.
Disclaimer, I don't know anything at all, and certainly not Pokemon or the real world. I should hope so. Or hope not. Alright. Yeah, this is way too dark for anyone's liking. I don't care if you flame it or not. I know it's horrible. It's the first and last dark fic I ever plan on writing. I'm a rocket shipper to the heart, and I love Pokemon and happy endings. But I suppose certain things...
Rocket shipper?
Probably shipping various rocket
No. I think it's... I like Team Rocket, and I think that's their, like, group of...
So this person is like a Team Rocket, like...
Fanboy?
Fanboy?
I think, or yeah, maybe.
But I suppose certain things in my life just made me write this. Write this, as in right and wrong, not writing a story. Sorry to anyone who this really offends, but I will warn there's strong language and inappropriate material. They got it right that time. In this fanfiction. Don't read the story if you want to be cheered up. It's rather depressing. And yes, the characters are OOC. That's because it's in a alternate dimension. This is a story of how Pokemon would be if it lost its innocence and ended up just like the real world. That is out of character, in case anyone was wondering. OOC. I remember that from when I actually used to roleplay in my teens when I played Sun Emblem and stuff.
Sweet.
I was a dude. I wasn't a douche. I was a dork.
They're saying don't read it if you're you don't want to be depressed. I think we're going for the opposite,
I think this is definitely who would not be cheered up by this.
Yeah,
we read a little bit of this. It was funny.
It was
Okay. Again, by meme.com. Ash spit to the side of the hot paved road and continued to walk. Brock would have rolled his eyes, but he was still hungover from that party last night. Couldn't believe he had actually managed to get himself laid last night. He yawned and trudged after Ash. Misty was going to meet them at the next town. Apparently, she had some business to take care of. So do you think Misty's gonna get her fat ass to that town in time? Asked Brock, not really caring. Whatever, like I give a shit, Ash replied. Shoving Pikachu off his shoulder. Get off, you damn rat. It's too friggin' hot outside for you to be laying on me. Walk for a change. Pikachu's cheeks sparked lightly, but he didn't do anything. Okay.
I like it.
Because he's a pussy.
He didn't do shit.
Ain't got shit. Alright. Yeah, I wonder what that whore was doing. Continued Brock. Like you care. She was probably getting rid of another bastard child. She gets more business than McDonald's in Las Vegas. I think that reference is a little lost on me, but whatever. You got that right.
I'm sure it's busy.
I guess.
I think it's fucking busy, man.
Okay. They stopped talking and walked on, the hot sun blazing down on them. Misty yawned as she leaned back in the cushioned chair. At least it was air conditioned in this damn place, she thought to herself. Soon enough, the doctor called her in. She mechanically got on the table and took her arm. Oh, and he took her arm.
I remember this story now.
Disinfecting a spot right about her vein. He slid in the needle, not really caring if it hurt, and injected in the light-colored liquid. She yawned again, and when he was done, began rubbing the tiny hole where the needle had gone into. The doctor turned to look at her. So I could give you a checkup while we're at it. Why don't you just slip out of that pretty little shirt? She laughed at him and rolled her eyes. Shut the hell up. I don't need any more injections anytime soon. Get out, bitch. I've got things to do.
That line is too much. I can't wait to see what else going on.
This is supposed to be if Pokemon was in the real world. What kind of bedside manner is this? No doctor talks like that.
This is supposed to be depressing. How is that depressing?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That's the funniest thing.
She curled her lip up in spite and half spit at him. Whatever. She hopped off the table and then out the door. She stressed as she came into the bright sunlight of the free hospital. Free hospital for whores, that is. She shrugged off her conscience.
Free hospital for whores.
Does it say that outside, like with a neon flashing
Oh my
sign?
god, yes. It's like right beside the Poke Center. And it's just got like the girl with like one leg lifting up as it flashes.
So it says like free hospital, and then like four whores. Four whores, yeah. As the leg goes up, it comes out from between her legs. All right.
I'm just thinking of like it's like an abortion clinic and the baby's just falling. And it like so it's like one leg's up and then the baby falls in the next frame. The baby's on the ground with X's for eyes.
Oh my god.
Free hospital for whores, that is. All right.
She shrugged off her conscience as it tried. Conscious. Conscious,
Yeah,
not conscience.
She shrugged off her conscience.
Okay, as it tried to make a stand. What? She stuck her gum on a leaf of one of the fake plants outside the door. And wandered off to find a bus going the next time. Stuck her gum on a leaf.
I know, right?
Make like a tree and get out of here.
here.
Jessie sat back in the ballroom and began chewing her gum loudly. James sat hunched in the corner of the balloon. Sorry, not ballroom. No. Balloon. Trying to stay out of her way. She stood up and spit her gum off the top of the balloon. I hope that piece of shit lands on a Pidgey or something. What the? She laughed coldly and turned back. James continued staring at the bottom of the balloon. That would be fun. She continued to examine him. He didn't say anything. Her blue eyes narrowed and she walked over to him. Suddenly, felt her knee hitting him in the face. He winced, and when she had backed away, wiped the blood away from his split lip. When I say it's funny, you laugh. Got it? He nodded and lowered his gaze once more. Meowth woke up from his nap in another corner and noticed the blood dripping off of James's chin. Beating up on the weak again, Jessie? She spat in the cat's direction. Shut your fucking hole.
Yeah, this is real life, man. This is fucking real life.
Meowth shrugged and stood up, peering cautiously over the edge of the basket. Noticing they weren't really anywhere excited, he laid back down. He dreamed of a world when people got along in relative happiness, where a person or cat could feel safe. He was jolted out of his dream by someone crying. He looked up to see James cowering at Jessie's feet. I said, get up, bitch! Get your ass up and land the fucking balloon and do it right this time! What the hell, man? James struggled to his feet as Meowth tried to shrink into the wall. Jessie had been drinking again. He could smell it. A sick smell that seemed to stick to the walls of the basket, and it was best not to interfere with Jessie when she was in this mood.
What is this mood?
This mood.
It's all caps.
James began to lower the balloon, cautious of everything and nervous of Jessie's critical eye upon him. Fucker, to the left, damn it! I'm trying, Jessie, I swear it! I don't care if you're trying. That's why you are trying. She slapped him across the face, and he stumbled backwards. The balloon basket came to a thump as it landed, but Jessie didn't care anymore. She had James on his side, pressed against the basket. He was crying as she kicked him in the stomach, demanding he get up and try again. Meowth choked back a sob and climbed out of the balloon. He could still hear the sounds of her thickly heeled boots coming in contact with various parts of James's body. Meowth fell to his knees and threw up. Every day it was the same. The same. Hot, wild tears poured down his soft cheeks and dripped off his drooping whiskers. He almost choked on his sobs. He laid on his side and just wished he were dead. He wished he had the guts to run away, but no! One got away from Team Rocket alive. Then again, he was better off dead than in this hell. His eyes closed and the sound of James screaming in pain lulled him to sleep. He awoke later and listened carefully. He heard no noise. He walked back to the balloon and climbed in. It was still light. I got a burp. Coming, and would be for another hour. James was sitting quietly in the balloon, and Jessie was rummaging through the bandages. Meowth grimaced as he noticed James's puffy red eye and his bruised and tear-stained cheeks. His lip was split in two places. He had a black eye, and his eyebrow was dripping blood. He was wheezing slightly, holding his bruised ribs, but he wasn't crying anymore. He looked up at Jessie adoringly as her nimble fingers began to wipe the blood off his face. She fixed up his eyebrow and gave him a cold compress for his bruises and another for his eye. She then stood up, dusting off her hands. She had blood on her white jacket, and to Meowth's dismay, there was blood splattered on her black boots. You think so? She took them off and began to calmly wipe them off. Then she pulled them on again, giving James a shameless flash up her skirt, and she climbed over the basket and walked off. James sighed after her and closed his eyes, his wheezing growing louder. I think she broke a rib or two this time. Meowth's eyes went wide. Then let's get you to a doctor. Okay, Meowth, but I don't think I can really stand. Sure you can. Come on, Jimmy.
Why is it Jimmy now?
He helped the battered boy to his feet and over the basket. He slowly headed towards the local hospital.
Is it the horror hospital?
Well, I guess we'll find out. Why do you stay, James? What do you mean? Why do you stay with her, even through the beatings? Because. See, that's a good place for an ellipses.
Yeah,
because. James brushed a strand of hair out of his face and stumbled slightly. After righting himself, they seemed to reach the door of the hospital in minutes. Meowth looked up at James and at the tears streaming down his cheeks. Because I love her. Misty soon caught up to Brock and Ash. Okay, you're gonna do that. I'll put this away. It's just making me hot. Could have waited for me, Ash, she said, annoyed. Whatever. I don't want to hear it. Should hear it. I've heard enough of your shit. It's not my problem.
Your shit.
Yeah. It's not my problem if you need to stop and get fixed because you're too cheap of a slut to use protection. You're probably your friggin' kid. Like I wanted the bastard. You're such a mother-sucking bastard sometimes. At least I don't sell myself at the dollar store. Misty glared at him for a minute, then shrugged. Brock took a sip of the vodka he had swiped from the party last night and continued walking. So who wants to play with Misty tonight? She asked, glancing at the two of them. Whoever the fuck wants to, said Ash as he lit up What? That's what she just asked that. Like what? As he lit up a cigarette.
I love that part.
Misty reached for one, but he pulled them away. Free night, he said, smirking. So one's shitty, cheap-ass cigarette? You want one or not? She grabbed one from him. Whatever. Your ass, but you better make it good.
You ass.
You ass.
Yeah. Whatever, you ass, you better make it good.
Ash just laughed at her and glanced over her overused body. Shorts were stained slightly and definitely seen better days. You should use some of your whore money for new clothes. You look like a gutter fucker. Brock said.
A gutter fucker? What?
That's all she is, Brocco, said Ash, laughing at his joke. Misty aimed to kick at Ash's crotch, but missed. You're lucky I missed, she hissed. Ash just laughed. So where's Team Rocket today? Asked Brock as he took a cigarette from Ash. Who the hell knows with those dickheads, said Misty, sneering. I wouldn't mind seeing that bitch Jessie. What a amusement park she's got, said Ash, leering at Misty, who was flushing a bright red. I've got more than I wanna be could ever have, Misty retorted. Yeah, the only thing you've got more of is shit. Ash was laughing. But that James probably knows his stuff too, said Brock dreamily. Ash just took a puff of his cigarette and took the bottle from Brock. Yeah, I bet high-class porno industries would pay high shit for a tape of those two going at it, Ash said, glugging down a sip.
Oh my god.
Brock snatched the bottle back from Ash. Girls like that, though. Only let you touch them when they're in a good mood. Our bitch Misty can do twice as much as Jessie probably does, and all month long, too. Now that's a true first-class hoe for you, Brock said, tossing the bottle to Misty.
Oh my god.
How is this supposed to be real?
How is this depressing?
You might be earning yourself a free night, Brock. Keep it up, Misty said, taking a long sip. Suddenly, a car screeched up to the trio, and Pikachu, a blue-haired female, eyed the gang haughtily. Okay. To the gang and Pikachu. Okay. I thought he's part of the gang. Whatever. So, assholes, what are you drinking today? Water, said Ash, laughing as he took a drink from the bottle. Yeah, and my mother was faithful to my father. Come on.
Come on, shitheads. Let's drag your asses down to the station.
Fuck off, officer, said Ash, sneering at her. I'd like to fuck her, said Brock, nudging Ash in the ribs. Officer Jenny's lips twisted into a bizarre smile as her eyes ran at Misty's body. Jesus.
What is going on in this thing?
Let's go have a little interrogation session, shall we? And maybe we can find a way to let you three off a little easy.
A little easy.
Brock ground his cigarette into the ground with the toe of his shoe. You heard the lady, ass cracks. Let's go, said Brock, laughing. Jesus. Okay, how longer is this, first of all?
We'll get to the end, man.
All right, but
oh my god, jeez, this is amazing.
Okay, this is all right, this is good. There's just, well, whatever. Jessie sat down on a rock. She knew Meowth would take James to the hospital for repairs, and he would be fine in hours. Her anger had subsided, and all she felt was empty. There were no feelings. There never were. Even thinking about her past, about all the men who had abused her, it didn't even make her blink anymore. She was in control now, and she would use that control till she died. She slid a small pocket knife out of her purse and pulled up her skirt. She spread her legs and set the cool side of the blade against the inside of her thigh. She sighed, caressing the leg almost lovingly with the shiny blade. Then she turned it, sharp side down, and slowly began slicing open the delicate flesh of her inner thigh.
This took a turn.
There were already scars marking previous cuts. One for each time she beat James. One for each time she had too much to drink. One for each time she showed any weakness. The red blood began dripping onto the grass, staining the bright green and freshness of the shoots. She pulled the knife away and slid it back into her purse. She let the blood flow for a minute, cleansing her soul. Then she took out a bandage and wrapped up her cuts. She pulled her skirt down again and walked back to the balloon. She got inside and sat down and grabbed a goldish-colored bottle and a book. She glanced at the cover and at the man and woman locked in a passionate embrace. She opened the book to its marker and began reading. The pages ruffled as she turned them, and she began taking a sip of whiskey. After all, one drink never hurt anyone. What? I thought, like...
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yep. No, we just read that.
Okay. James sighed as he sat, mostly recovered from his bruises, and luckily, non-broken ribs. A Nurse Joy... Well, yeah, they're all named Joy, I think.
Yeah.
A Nurse Joy walked in. Well, aren't I lucky to have broken tradition and specialized in human care? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Aren't I lucky to...
Yes, because now she's a human Nurse Joy.
Yeah, no, for whatever reason, it seemed wrong in my head, but that is,
No,
Hey.
it made sense.
She locked the door and Meowth paled. James was suddenly feeling very nervous. Nurse Joy began slipping off her little pig dress. My fucking whore is off screwing some red-headed bimbo in the interrogation office. You've got blue hair. You'll do. Okay.
Okay, then.
James squealed and tried to get off the table, but the nurse was too fast. He felt the prick of the tranquilizing needle slid into his forearm. He began crying, both in fear and sickness. No, please! Jessie will kill me for this. No! Meowth ducked under the table, almost in tears again. He continued to listen to Jesse's desperate pleas, which had no avail on how the situation went. Jessie set the book down and looked up as an extremely pale and tired James climbed over the basket. He helped Meowth in and they both sat down. James wasn't meeting Jessie's eyes. How did your little trip go? She asked, pleasantly enough. She wasn't as drunk as she usually was, so she was actually being fairly friendly. James's cheeks were stained a brilliant red, colored by the question. Jessie noticed this and picked up Meowth. He was too tired and sick to care. She tossed him outside of the balloon with a pillow and a can of cat chow. Get lost for a while. Meowth trudged off towards the forest. Meanwhile, Jessie had pulled James's face up and was kissing him. He never resisted. She pulled away, though, when he didn't respond. When she let go, his head dropped, her eyes narrowed, and she knew what had happened.
Who the fuck was it this time?
I was waiting for you to stop going. A sob escaped his lips. The Nurse Joy.
The Nurse Joy!
Jessie's fist balled up, and James whimpered and tried to curl up in a ball. Fuck it, that's the second time this month. I'm so sorry, Jessie. She used a tranquilizer, but I didn't want to. I'm so sorry. Don't hit me, Jessie. Don't hit me. Jessie slapped James lightly enough to stop his hysterics. Jessie has some things to do for a while. You stay here and be a good boy. Maybe have something to eat. James nodded. When I get back, I'll deal with this problem of yours. Jessie grabbed her bag and headed out of the balloon. If anyone had still been in town, they would have been able to read a newspaper article on one of the emergency rooms being totally trashed in the hospital. Unfortunately, during the vandalism, a Nurse Joy got caught up in the mess. Perhaps in fear of being reported, the vandals struck out against her. Surgeons say that she may end up crippled for the rest of her life. So...
it did kind of get real.
Her whore, who was fucking the red-headed bimbo, would have been the officer and Misty.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is like...
I don't know how I feel about this. It was really good in the beginning, like hilarious. Then it got a little real.
It was still pretty. There was nothing real about it. It was still pretty funny. Nothing real about it.
I said a little.
This is like, okay, it's supposed to meet the real world. This is like a 12-year-old who watched, like, I don't know, Scarface or something and was like, that's what adults. That's what life is.
That's what adults is.
I'm so jaded. I didn't. Now
hey,
I know.
You fucking bitch.
Now I know
Get
better.
over here. Yeah, that's right. You're a whore, and I don't like it.
This is who talks like this?
I think like
who acts like this?
This script is like what I would expect Grand Theft Auto to be.
Oh, Grand Theft Auto is way better than this.
Yeah. But like this is what I expect. Like just people just standing around, and be like, oh my god. You know any more like crazy, terrible fanfics? Leave us a comment down below and let us know. We'll read them if they're bad enough. Oh my gosh. Seeing that his mother was sleeping on her back, Ash quickly made his way over to her and brought the knife out from behind his back.
Why was he hiding it by his back?
Yeah, that's a good question. Whatever. He started stabbing his mother in the face, stabbing her eyeballs out, and stabbing her straight through her cheeks. That's gross, man.
Mm-hmm. She didn't wake up?
So gross. Yes, that's the part I don't understand, because we'll get to that, but I don't understand why she doesn't wake up from this. She's not like wincing